You're right there, YouTube. It is Crackoon again, bringing you another gameplay. Commentary, man, we're here again, bringing you another ground war domination on the map Fall, and going to be using the Type 95 dual attachments. So I've got extended mags and rapid fire on there. Slider Van Pro, Hardline Pro, Marksman, running the kill streak setup. Well, it's a standard kill streak setup, which is Precision Airstrike, Reaper, Pave low. Boom, getting on with it, raping like I usually do, man. I don't know, man. Got an interesting question for you, because today I was looking at my gameplays, everything like that, whatever, and seriously, I was literally about a second away from bringing you a P90 gameplay on Modern Warfare 2. So some of you may be thinking, oh, I thought you were going to say Modern Warfare 3. No. Modern Warfare 2. I was going to bring you it on Modern Warfare 2. So I don't know, man. Let me know if you want to see some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay coming through, because I mean, I don't know, generally in the community at the moment I'm seeing a lot of backlash towards Modern Warfare 3, and generally just people not playing it or people just complaining about it, and that's what I don't really like to seem like what I'm doing. I mean, back in the day, right, when Black Ops was out and everything like that, I would do commentaries in which I would kind of complain about the game and maybe talk about aspects of the game that I wish to, like, well, that I wish the developers would improve, all kinds of stuff like that. And maybe in some certain situations I would have actually seemed as if I was bitching about the game, but I always said in Black Ops I always did like Black Ops, and I don't know, man, I feel as if I've got the right to bitch about a game if I want to. I mean, everybody else does, and I don't see why I shouldn't be able to, and I don't see why anybody would, like, because you get, this is the funny thing, you get a load of commentators, like, well, relatively big and maybe some even bigger ones. They say nobody wants to watch a commentary in which people just bitch about the game. It's like, why are you posting a gameplay, like, of a game that you're bitching about? You know, people always go on like that, and they always say about it, and they always say, well, you were stupid, like, whatever, like that. Always go on about this kind of shit, and I don't know, it's like the fact comes down to it, like, if I'm posting a gameplay, right, and in this particular gameplay commentary I want to moan about some aspects of multiplayer that, like, pisses me off and shit like that, then I can fucking do it, you know what I mean? I can moan about the game if I want to moan about the game, and then I shouldn't have to worry about bloody commentators, like, big or small, whatever you want to say, actually saying that back in their commentaries. It's funny, really, because they'll do commentaries about other people bitching about commentaries. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a whole looping pattern. Oh, I don't know, I should have explained that a little bit better, but like, you'll do a commentary about bitching about the game, and then, like, there'll be another commentator who'll be like bitching about people bitching about the game and shit like that. It's like, well, you're just as bad about going on about people bitching about the game as well as if you would have just bitched about the game yourself. It's funny, mate. You don't get anything like that anywhere else in the YouTube community, and I'm not going to name names or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure everybody else, well, everybody listening has got a reference to a commentator in which they've said these kind of, well, said this kind of phrase or whatever like that, where it's like, why are you bitching about the game if you're playing the game and you're posting the game and all this kind of shit. I just find it fucking hilarious, man, because then they call people idiots, and then they even sound like much of it. No, they even sound like more of an idiot by even saying anything, you know, saying anything back to begin with, you know what I'm saying? It's just fucking hilarious to me, that's the way I see it anyway. But moving back onto my point, because obviously I wouldn't be talking about bitching about games if I wasn't bitching about games and everything like that. But the point being is, there's a lot of backlash in the community at the moment with Modern Warfare 3, and I've explained it to you that I will be making the swap back to Modern Warfare 3 and playing it again. Well, pretty much over Battlefield 3, because like, you know, at the moment I've been playing more Battlefield 3 than I have Modern Warfare 3. So once the map packs drop, I will be making the swap back over, but the fact is, I'm not gaining anything from doing the map packs or anything like that. I don't gain anything from that, because the likelihood is people with the elite beta, well, no, not the likelihood is, the fact is, people with the elite beta are going to get the maps early. So guaranteed that within the YouTube scene or whatever like that, people with the Elite Beater are going to be posting DLC map footage before anybody else. So I mean, if I wanted to try and do something for views, then it would kind of be irrelevant. Because you see, that's what I always used to do in the past with Black Ops and shit like that, because there was never an early release date, nothing like that. But because I live in the UK, the map packs would actually be like, well, no, they wouldn't be released earlier. They'd be accessible to me at like a more reasonable time compared to like the US and stuff like that. Like, i.e. at like 9 o'clock in the morning my time, the map packs would be released and they'd be open. But at this time on in California, it would only be like 4 o'clock in the morning and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying, like that, it'd be more accessible for me to play them rather than if it was like in the US. And the same goes if it was like 2 o'clock, it would still be like 8 o'clock in the morning on the in California or whatever you want to say like that. So you got to take it for what it is really when it comes down to it like that. So I don't know, I mean, I will be bringing you map pack gameplay because that's always kind of what I specialise my channel in. Let me know in the comments actually, that's a pretty interesting question, if you've been subscribed to my channel for that long and you can actually, like, if that's the reason why you subscribe to my channel, because that's actually one of the reasons why I gained a lot of subscribers through Call of Duty DLC content only, and especially with Black Ops, because literally if you'll remember and you've been subscribed to my channel for that well, for a long amount of time, then you'll know that that's all I do, and that's all I used to do is just post, well, the most recent DLC content there was. And no matter what, you know, I wouldn't like post anything else. Literally I would just post DLC only, and it would be the most recent DLC, and I'd go through them all. But seeing as though the whole scenario is changing now as well, that might have also scuppered my plans up as well, because it seems like the scenario is you only get 2 map packs. Oh no, you don't get 2 map packs, you get 2 maps a month, and that's it, you know what I'm saying, like that. So you'll have to wait, I'll have to wait and see what's going on with that. If you only get 2 maps a month, I mean, posting 2 maps every single day is not really gonna, you know, it's not really gonna cut it, because that'll just have to be an alternating map between Piazza, the Liberty, Piazza, Liberty, you know what I'm saying, like that. It'll get stale very quickly. But I don't know, there's another interesting point as well about DLCs. If they're only going to release 2 maps at a time, please God, you got to tell me that the price is going to drop down from a tenner, because you know what I'm saying, like that. Every single DLC you used to get at least 4 multiplayer maps, now it's gone down to 2. I want to see the prices at least cut in half, without a doubt, mate, if not more. I want to be playing like, I want to be playing literally about 100 Microsoft points for both of them maps, and that's it. And then you think about that for over 9 months. That's 900 Microsoft points over. Actually, that's a bit cheap. Maybe I'm the one ripping off Activision there. You know, nobody knows that's possible. They always rip us off anyway. Whatever. That's the end of the gameplay / commentary. We're at 44 to 2. That's all I got to say for now. And peace.